We're live.
Let's go!
What up? Let's get weird. It's the Monday edition of the Tay Show. Conspiracy theorists unite. The Kansas City Chiefs, for 4 weeks, we've been betting them every fucking game. Beat Miami, beat Buffalo, beat Baltimore, beat San Fran. We might have made more money on this Taylor Swift run than Taylor Swift did at her last 3 concerts. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't know
the
about
Stay
that.
Cashin show.
That's a bold claim.
I made 44.5 units last night on the Super Bowl. So, I mean, Taylor Swift made no units. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know.
We made no units on that Super Bowl last night. We made 44.5.
You don't know about that.
Let's go. Let's go. What up, Bill Rupp?
Not much. Not
You
much.
see my setup here, E? I don't know if you can. I left the helmets here. I just have the Chiefs and the upside down Niners dead on our little setup here for our boy Joey Rackets, who I did not taunt at all last night. I want to be clear with that. Did not go near him in the chat. Did not talk shit. Did not say a word. Was very respectful. And now we're going to hear Joey Rackets tell us how Brock Purdy was great last night. So
He wasn't bad. He didn't cost him the game.
did he win him again?
He didn't lose it. He didn't turn the ball over. How would your first five pass attempts interception go?
Oh, no. Shockingly.
Yeah, shockingly.
And here's what I'll give you credit.
He didn't turn the ball over once. He didn't even come close to turning it over.
No,
Oh, he
definitely
did. It was a drop.
throw an
Where?
interception in
2 interceptions.
overtime that was right in a guy's arms in the biggest drive of the entire season.
Yeah.
He did. He played a little backwards. The first drive was all McCaffrey, right, Bill?
And the
Straight
last drive was all McCaffrey.
Last drive was straight McCaffrey. And Jennings, nice little touchdown pass. Dude, listen, you had that game, Rackets. Purdy actually looked okay. He game managed well
he
in the
was
first
good,
half.
dude.
In the first half. You had the chance after halftime. Interception right out the gate. The 49ers get the ball on the Kansas City 44, Bill. You're already a 61-yard field goal, which you wouldn't kick. But you're already like at maybe we could possibly get 4 yards and kick a long one. And the first 3 drives of the second half, Bill, the San Francisco 49ers, when they had the chance to stomp on Patrick Mahomes and put him out, 9 plays, -2 yards, 3 3-and-outs. The 49ers went 1 hour and 1 minute of real life time without a first down, Bill Rupp.
I think the third quarter they had 3 yards total.
The game was. They lost the game on the fucking punt, on the ball hitting the guy's ankle on the punt. Because
I mean, listen.
I'm not even. It has nothing to do with the extra point because the Mahomes is probably they're going for 2 or they're it's four down territory the entire way down the field after that. To tie the game instead of kicking the field goal, they're forcing Mahomes to go into the end zone with a 4-point lead instead of a 3-point lead. So that negates the whole thing. It has nothing to do with the extra point. The game was lost on the fucking punt.
Well, no, the extra point was gigantic.
No, it wasn't though.
That wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't though because it's going to instead of a 3-point game, it's a 4-point game, and that forces Mahomes on 4th down to go for the touchdown, and it's the same thing as it was in overtime. It's not going to
because when they went up 3, they would have went up 2. They would have had to go for 2.
No. It would have been 4, and then
and then it was 3, so it had to be less because you lost a point.
I understand that it was 3, and then
they could have got a 2-point.
No, the Chiefs tied it with the field goal.
I get it, but you're missing the drive before that. When it was a 3-point game instead of a 4-point game, it would have been a 4-point game. So the Chiefs would have.
I understand that.
And the Chiefs still might have got a 2-point
go
conversion.
into the end zone.
They might have got a 2-point conversion and made it.
I don't even think it would have been a 2-point conversion. I think it would have. They would have just gotten into the end zone.
The point about Moody, first of all, Moody did hit a big kick or 2 in that game too. So kind of made up for it a little bit with a couple big kicks for a rookie kicker. But that extra point, the big thing about that. One of Tommy G's favorite bets of the week, which I gave you here on Stay Cashin on Friday. Will there be an extra point or field goal missed in the Super Bowl? So that was nice for that, Bill Rupp. We cast that one nice for a couple $1,000 right in me pocket on that one. And we said it was going to be Moody. Also on the show on Friday, told you the San Francisco Niners were going to end with 22 points. Right? Because of the Tay conspiracy. I actually didn't even bet it. I tried to look for it, Bill. I forgot about it. And I couldn't find individual team points for some reason. I could only find correct
I don't
score.
think you could bet that.
Howie Dewey hit the fucking exact score last year and called 27-22 this year.
Close.
And it ended 25-22. So Howie Dewey, we got to just every Super Bowl just take whatever his thing in and do 10 combos on each side, close to it. Listen, the bottom line is that was an awesome end to the Super Bowl. Let's break it down, as we go through.
I mean, Purdy did miss Debo wide open in the end zone.
Missed Ayuk open in the end zone.
Ayuk wide open in the end zone.
He missed Ayuk because Chris Jones wasn't blocked. That was a touchdown in overtime.
Well, I mean, it should have been. And honestly, to start the half, you got a 5-yard holding penalty, which, everyone, it was holding in a regular
spot. That was a holding. He tackled Juwan Jennings.
It was a hold.
Stop
but
it. He tackled him mid-run.
Probably the worst 4 plays in overtime you could ever see coming out. Interception.
Every pass was a dump off, pretty much.
I mean, dude, listen. Purdy's numbers were all McCaffrey.
Nothing.
McCaffrey had 8 for
McCaffrey had 80 fucking yards receiving.
He was the leading receiver.
He was the leading receiver by 30 yards.
And he threw for 255. So how is 80 most of his yards?
All
he was the leading receiver.
That means he spread it out. Debo had 11 targets and caught 3 balls.
Yeah, well, I mean that's
that's
Purdy's problem. How many drops did you see Debo have? The
one that almost ended up in the interception,
which was at his feet, right?
It was not. It was at his knee.
No. I'm talking about the one before that. The one before the beginning of the middle of the game where the ball was. There was a slant coming across and it was low. It was a low throw to Debo where he would.
How about the interception that Debo stopped?
When he grabbed the guy's fucking head and ripped it off his fucking neck to stop an interception. But listen, Purdy, Rackets. Did he do bad? No, I thought he actually had a little more composure than I thought he would coming out. I thought he was going to be shit in the first half like he's been every playoff.
He makes plays in the pocket, dude.
But listen, he didn't make any big plays when they needed him. He made a couple throws. There was a couple throws in that game. There was no nice throw to Ayuk in a big spot. A couple throws. Every quarterback. Even Zach Wilson has a couple throws every game, right? But dude, you got coming out of halftime, Rackets, you can't go 3 and out 3 straight times for -2 yards.
It was the punt. It had nothing to do with it because Kansas City's offense didn't do anything. It was the punt.
That's the point. Kansas City played like shit, still won the game. You got to go win that game, Rackets. If you want to be called elite, if you want to call Brock Purdy fine, like I've been, fine. He's fine. With a bunch of weapons, that's fine. You got to go win that fucking game, dude. Kansas City Chiefs played like garbage the whole entire time. Literally played.
You can't let Kelsey just dominate you in that second half.
Mahomes was asleep for like 2.5 quarters, then woke up.
He had nothing in the first half, and then me and Trevor were betting Travis Kelsey reception on every single drive in the second half because we knew he was getting the ball. I mean, it was so crazy. Just couldn't stop him, bro. It was insane, and I was so disappointed in CMC because I love him. Take out that last drive in overtime. The guy had like 39.
Well, no, and the first drive to the 20.
He had nothing. He did nothing, and he fumbled.
Well, that's the thing. The Niners can't go unless he goes. He has to go off.
I was very disappointed in him.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Kansas City to win. He played.
Juwan Jennings, by the way, let's give Rackets some props. Juwan Jennings prop, great call, Rackets. You were all over Juwan Jennings.
Juszczyk.
That was a great one. We both loved Juszczyk.
Juszczyk scored a catch prop on the third play of the game.
Yeah, Constantino was here, and we were talking the 4 guys we gave out were a defensive touchdown, which didn't happen. I said Juszczyk. He said Hardman, Tony MVS. We all said Rackets was on Jennings. We all said the secondary players were going to make or break this game. And that's what happened. Because
I also mentioned Chase Young and his 2 sacks, and you fucking
Chase Young did come through. You still lost, so easy with the fuckings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still lost Super Bowl. You're never going to get back there. It's the last chance. So
they'll be back next year.
Your life's over. That's it. Baltimore and the Niners never going back. It's done. That's that window closed. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, okay. 23-year-old Purdy's got a window closed.
Why? Why?
Well, let's just get to the big thing again. I mean, Shanahan chokes again.
I don't think it was. I don't.
You didn't know the rules.
No. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you can't. You don't take the ball first and overtime."
Never.
You just
Rackets.
never. You 100% take the ball first.
You do not.
100%. 100%.
And Juszczyk and fucking what's his name on the defense didn't know the rules. Didn't know the rules.
I understand that. The thing with taking the ball first in overtime, you 100% take the ball first.
You do not.
No, you 100% do.
Dude.
Here's why. Stop and listen. If both of those teams do not score anything in those first things, are you going to give Mahomes the first crack at winning it with a field goal? You are not. You are going to take the ball first and have the second possession be yours in sudden death. You are not going to defer it to give Mahomes 2 possessions before you get your second. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard anybody talk about, and nobody seems to be saying anything about the other side of it.
Because you're assuming a Niner touchdown when they haven't done shit all game.
It doesn't matter. Bro, it doesn't matter, though. Like, you have to put the point, because if you don't.
Rackets, the play going into overtime, they just drove 75 yards down the field. Wow. So, and then Mahomes is getting the ball back. You have to expect a touchdown.
And here's Rackets, on your side. Okay, let's say that's your case. Right?
And they just went 75 yards down the field. The defense is tired.
You had an 8.5-minute break.
There's no fucking reason to defer in overtime. There's none.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you do agree that you're taking the ball first so you can go score a touchdown. You're probably going to assume Mahomes can get in the end zone, right?
Probably assume Mahomes is on, but then you're going to force him to make a decision to go for 2.
I'm with you. Stay here. So if that's the case, don't you have to play 4-down territory from the 5? Because at worst case scenario, Mahomes gets the ball.
That was the worst case scenario.
You're assuming Mahomes touchdown.
I understand that, but you can't. What did I just say before that? What did I say before that? You can't give the ball to Mahomes in sudden death, only needing a field goal.
Ever.
Bro. Mahomes is getting the ball.
You can't give ball to Mahomes ever in any situation.
No.
The guy has like 187 passer rating.
Once they kicked that field goal, the game was over. It was over once
the field goal happened. We all were like, done.
It really wasn't, though, because they had the 4th and 1. The problem on the 4th and 1 is you didn't spy Mahomes. They had nobody fucking spying him on a 4th and 1. They just made that stop on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 at the 10-yard or 3rd and 1 at the 10-yard line earlier in the third quarter.
Well, listen.
The 4th and 1, 100% is on fucking Steve Wilks not having a spy
running
a
play,
fucking.
Rackets. That's the play me and Hoffman talk about all the time. That's completely unstoppable if you run it right. Right? You have your fucking tight end here, you have your back here, and then you have a wide receiver here. As long as you have a quarterback who can move and you run your quarterback to the right and he has the run option, you fucking
force the guy you forced him on Kelsey.
This zone right here, and you can't stop it, right? You can't stop it. But teams don't run it ever.
Rice was wide open 4 yards ahead.
That's what I'm saying. You flood the zone, Bill. You flood the zone. Me and Hoffman. What you should be doing is having a fullback running out, quarterback running behind the fullback, tight end leaking, and a wide receiver coming across. You got 5 options there.
But
the teams don't run it, except the Chiefs.
Even if there was a spy, like Rackets said, because you could see.
Yeah, but you're forcing him to throw the ball and put it in the air.
Rackets, I agree with Rackets. You're going to bet.
Time out. I agree with Rackets. You want to at least force him to get rid of the ball, Bill. Because we saw what happened in Detroit. We saw what happened in Indy.
I'm going to take Mahomes 90
he's still going to get it. He's still going to get it.
Out of 100 to throw a 4-yard pass.
I'm more worried about Rashee Rice dropping the 4-yard pass than I am Mahomes getting the ball there.
Probably.
Right? But you
stop the run before you stop the pass.
You can't let Mahomes run there. Yes, I agree with you on that. And Bill, what was I screaming in the basement? Mahomes, take this in your own hands. Run the fucking ball. Run the fucking ball.
He was the best running back.
Bro, I'm telling you, when quarterbacks drop back on 4-man rushes, as long as your guards push out a little, you have that seam up the middle every time. I've been saying it all year. I did a video about it on TikTok, and Mahomes and Burrow are the only 2 people that do it in those huge spots. Purdy did it last week, or the NFC Championship, which I gave him a lot of credit for, because he did take that seam, but that seam's there every time.
They were spying him yesterday.
How about fucking Andy Reid not going for the touchdown with 6 seconds left, Rackets? Like, me and Bill are screaming our fucking heads off. What? And then talk about another Andy Reid mistake with the non-challenge. What did you feel as a Niner fan when they're at the fucking 5-yard line with 10 seconds?
I wanted to go for it.
You did want them? I mean, how do you not at least take a dart to
I wanted them to go for it.
Well, because you knew
they should have went for it.
You had to go for it there. You had 6 seconds. They kicked the field goal and still had 3 seconds left. How does he not take one more shot at the end zone? E, what did you think when that happened?
Rigged.
You overtime. They want overtime, and they want the dramatic script for the Swifties.
Honestly, though, like
6 seconds with Mahomes, the play you just ran 4. You know, you basically just drop back, set hut, boom, throw a fucking corner route to Kelsey. It takes 2 seconds.
Books got destroyed, bro, in that overtime. I was reading articles. They lost.
McCaffrey went over.
Everything
and Mahomes
was going
got his 2
good.
touchdowns.
Everything was going good, and then not that they lost the spread. Kansas City won, so the public money was won. The over lost, or the under lost, and all the props that hit in fucking overtime with CMC getting his fucking yards. They got destroyed, bro. Destroyed.
Yeah, the over 47.5 ended at 47. That was at like 24 heading into the fourth quarter, or 23 or something, 13, 10, 23 heading into the fourth quarter. They thought they were safe there. Listen, that was not a great Super Bowl. Okay, it was a great fourth quarter and beyond for sure. Right,
the first half was kind of boring.
First half, dude, I was almost sleeping. I started having to fucking like do shit to wake myself up when we were down there. I mean, the first half sucked. There was a lot of mistakes, both. It started great, right? CMC in the end zone fumble. What? Then you get Pacheco into the red zone fumble. We should have hit the draw in the first half, Bill. We would have had ties for plus 10,000 and smashed the world. Because we were saying the whole game, Bill, me and you, this game's going overtime. This game's going overtime. No matter what the score was, no matter who had the ball, this game ends in overtime. Because that's what they need for the Swifties. Imagine those 13-year-old girls, Bill. Those 13-year-old Swiftie fans at their first Super Bowl parties ever. That's the fucking way that they end the game. I mean, they're football fans for life now. They're football fans for life. This NFL monster win. Everyone on Twitter who's fucking coming at me, oh, you don't understand. Once Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift break up or he retires, they're not going to watch football anymore. Wrong. They now understand football. They like football. The goal of any business is to get people in your door. You can't sell a BMW at a dealership unless you get someone to walk in the fucking door. The NFL just got, Bill, how many households? 150 million households to walk in the goddamn door. And all those young girls and all those young kids and all those international people just watched Taylor Swift win the Super Bowl in dramatic fashion.
What do you think about
they're here for life.
What do you think about Kelce going nuts on fucking Andy Reid?
Dude, he looked like Jason Kelce if you watch that. It's like he morphed into Jason Kelce, his face.
He went nuts, Rackets.
I would have gone nuts on him too. What the fuck's he doing out of the game?
Did you see that part, Rackets? When he went nuts on him? That was insane, bro. He went nuts.
Well, he knew Tay was going to beat him if he didn't win that game. He knew he was afraid. Cabal was coming for his firstborn if he didn't win that game.
Yeah.
You don't do that to your coach.
Yeah, I was just going to say you don't do that.
No. But they've been kind of melting down a lot. He threw his helmet again in the first quarter. He's been a little bit of a bitch like this since he probably did his blood sacrifice thing about fucking a month and a half ago. Pfizer. But yeah.
And listen, Taylor Swift was like 100% great through all of this. She's been getting killed by people on the internet, everything else. She's been great, bro. They tried to call her up on stage last night, and she was like, no, she doesn't want any of that fucking spotlight, nothing like that.
Well, I mean, she does. Don't relax. You're taking a little too far. Okay. I'll give you
it's not her
I get it.
Standing to her.
I get it. I am the biggest Taylor Swift hater in the world, right? I'm going to be honest, and I know every conservative out there, she's satanic. They're all fucking satanic. Travis Kelce was drinking baby blood 6 weeks ago. Half the fucking Niners probably. They're all fucking satanic. But from a regular person point of view, if I take my tin hat off and I actually gained a lot of respect for Taylor Swift over the last month and a half.
100%.
I really did. I actually kind of like her now. And I still think she's satanic and fucking all that, but that's my other Tommy, right? But I believe that. But as far as just her representing herself, she stepped away from him last game when he met Jason Kelce, right? She wanted the brothers to have their moment. When the media was pushing her forward, she said, no. And you could see her mouth, let them go, right? Let her have her time. They asked her to go on the stage last night. She said no. Pounded the fucking beer at halftime while fucking that stupid cunt Ice Spice was doing all her satanic shit right next to her. Flew in for the game, made 12 games. We thought she was just going to show up for the national TV ones. Listen, their relationship's fake. It's all scripted. I know that. But she did a good job of looking like a bro, kind of a little bit. Yeah, she had the stupid swing thing, which was gay. But I actually gained a little respect for her.
20-something-year-old girl.
Yeah, she's a little nerdy fucking nobody. But a little, like, as far as a human's concerned, not her fucking music ability. But listen, I thought she handled it really well. I thought she did well. So I actually like her more than I did before.
Thoughts on the halftime show?
I didn't even watch it.
It was pretty fire.
I thought it was good.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
I love Usher. Then when like Little John and fucking Ludacris came out,
Alicia Keys.
That was good. Yeah, I thought the whole thing was pretty good.
Yeah. So I missed it by accident.
There should have been more Usher dancing though.
I missed it by accident because I was waiting the whole first half to take a shit because I was going to die. And I was on the shitter when it was going on, and I missed it. I saw the end of it when he had the blue and shit.
The Ice Spice stuff was kind of fucked up.
Ice Spice. What is that demonic little fucking... Dude, Sam Tripoli is the best. He goes, what is this day shift stripper with downs doing all over my screen? Like, how is she anybody? How is she anybody? Get
I don't even know who she is.
Out of here.
I don't
She's
even know who she
a fucking prostitute. That's who she is. She's a prostitute. That's who Ice Spice is, a prostitute.
He almost won a Grammy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Every time I start to think, oh, Taylor's coming around a little bit, then Ice Spice is next to her with the demonic shit.
She is a rapper. One of her lyrics is, "Oh, you think you the shit? You're not even the fart."
Yeah, she's a prostitute.
That's not a bar.
Her brother plays for Wake Forest, I think, football.
I mean, put him in the pros because she's definitely sacrificed everything in her life to be in that box with Taylor Swift. Was it a Rupp date?
That was a Rupp date right there.
Well, Rupp dates are wrong.
It might not be Wake Forest. It's somewhere down south.
Okay, well then it would be a Rupp date. Yeah, any Rupp date is wrong. Rupp is when Rupp break news and it's wrong. So what else, Rackets? What do you think? Give us your takes.
I thought the game was lost on the punt. Honestly, like the game changed on that point, and I was cursing Ray McLeod out for fucking touching that ball, and then
Ray McLeod sounds like something out of a fucking like Keenan Ivory Wayans movie.
The only thing I can say is you got to fall on that ball instead of trying to pick it up, but you can't. It doesn't. I don't even know if he would have got it, even if he would have fallen on it.
If you told me Ray McLeod, you're like, yo, did you see Ray McLeod? I was like, that dude's definitely got to have eight balls in the inside of his jacket pocket, right? Right, Howie? Ray McLeod, come on, that dude's got to have fucking like what you need, dog.
No, Ray McLeod was one of those kids that just, it wasn't his fault, but like his teachers put him in special ed, even though he probably didn't belong in special ed, but he was there anyways. He was like the smartest retarded kid in the whole class. Ray.
What's your take on it?
Ray was a kid that put a cat in a microwave one time, but he got away with it.
Then he realized he could start slinging dime bags to the basement.
Yeah.
So
Ray was the leader in South Central, the movie.
Yeah, was it? Is that why I'm thinking of that?
Yeah, Ray.
Okay, all right. The Howie.
Ray's gonna run down on Willie Manchester.
That's right. Yeah. Howie, you almost nailed the Super Bowl score again.
Oh my God. Like, 5 minutes ago I started sweating. I was like, not again, man, not again. I'm gonna go into a mental institution. Dude. Like, there was a chance that could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
There was a chance that could have happened.
Yes, there was.
And you know what the worst part is? This is no lie. I finally decided on 27-22, and I called one of my buddies. I woke up, and he said, what score you got? And I'm like, I went to bed last night. I woke up. I said, I don't know why this is weird, but I think it's be like 25-22. And my buddy said, that's impossible. You're never going to get 5.
Is Jim Foister in here? I thought I wrote that in the chat.
Jim's here.
I know I said 22. I know I said it because of the Taylor Swift.
I put it out for everyone. I put it out. I said 20, 27, 22.
Yeah, Howie almost nails it again. That would have been amazing. That would have been incredible. And by the way, Bill, we almost had the best bet in the history of Super Bowl bets. All in Butker MVP, mid fourth quarter, plus 10,000. I mean, that shit was looking nice after Chiefs didn't score. If he goes and kicks an overtime field goal to win the game, 5 field goals before Mahomes did his fucking Superman shit in the overtime where it was a lock that it was him, plus 10,000 went down to like plus 1,800, Bill.
I said in the second quarter, I was like, I think Chiefs win on all field goals.
Yeah.
I don't think they score a touchdown. I think they win on all field goals, but.
Yeah. So Mike Constantino came on here with plus 2,600. Each team 1 touchdown, 1 field goal each half. All we needed was Pacheco not to fumble, and the Chiefs get in the end zone, and that hits plus 2,600. So we had a good day.
Jim and Callie both said you said 22.
Yeah, I thought I said 25, 22.
There's no way to bet.
I know I said 22. Yeah, I couldn't bet it.
Because 22 is their song.
Yeah, I didn't know that until yesterday.
Constantino, are you in the chat?
I don't know.
What do I win for guessing your Ronnie Lott yesterday? Did you hear my
I got it too. Did you hear about that?
No.
Me and you were the only two to get it.
Did you see my analysis in the chat I put in there? I'm like, Conman's all about toughness and grittiness. There's no way he's going with anybody other than Ronnie Lott.
When he put it out in the text thread, you weren't on it because it was for the party, for anyone who's coming over for the house party. He said, anyone who gets this, right, Bill? I snap called Ronnie Lott. And then he's like, Rackets got it too. I'm like, that makes sense because we're the smartest. So that makes sense. Like, who the fuck is Yeah, you're stupid.
This is what doesn't make sense. Off topic.
Oh, boy.
Trevor's
the dumbest person ever.
An $80,000 or $100,000 BMW, right? And it doesn't have a spare tire.
Or
They don't
run flats, I guess.
None of them do.
No, he gets
I don't think my car has a spare tire.
No, they don't. Hey, Bill,
Mine
what
does.
year is your car? A 79?
Well, what? Every car has a little donut.
No, my Q8, my Q8's a $90,000 truck. It has one in the back
Dude,
seat.
you can't get a Beamer.
I don't know about Beamers. I don't buy Beamers.
They don't have.
What?
They don't
I
have
would never buy BMW now just because of that.
They don't have.
Or I would just get one and keep it in the trunk. Right?
No, I drive a fucking Wrangler. I got my tire right on the fucking back, baby.
Bill's tires Bill's got 6 tires outside.
Yeah, those
his
are-
car.
Even the
Go
Mini,
with 10 dryer.
even on the fucking Mini, I got a spare.
Yeah, a Jeep is the only car that the spare is twice as big as the regular fucking tire. The spare is like 3,600 pounds.
I do not have a little donut or something.
Yeah.
I don't
They
think my
don't-
car does either.
They don't have spares anymore. I'm telling you, they don't.
Audi does.
Insane, bro. Insane.
But Howie, what was your take on the Super Bowl?
I mean, I'll tell you, when they were down, I told my kid, because he's the one I called last year. I told him the exact score, and I said Kansas City's gonna come back and win. There's like no doubt. Like Mahomes doesn't lose. He doesn't lose.
Yeah, it's. So, did you think? Because I thought the biggest issue of the game, Bill, was when Andy Reid, they got a horrible spot on that 4th and 1.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Horrible spot. Like it was a yard back, and then Andy Reid calls timeout with 13 minutes left in the third quarter. I'm like, challenge. Because if you challenge it, you get a timeout taken. Worst case scenario. There's no way they don't move that ball up fucking a 3/4 of a yard at worst. And even if you lose the challenge, you still lose a timeout anyway. You might as well get the. What the fuck was that? And the bottom line, Bill, if they had that extra timeout, they wouldn't have been rushing at the end of the fucking game. They would have had plenty of time.
It cost them a timeout anyways for the delay of game.
What's that?
No, because they were taking too
Not
long.
challenging that. They called the timeout on that play anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. They should not.
Just challenge it. Why would you take a timeout? You lose your challenge.
Instead of
Everything's reviewed automatically anyway.
standing around and looking at it like an idiot.
I mean, that was
The referees,
really
the officials could have done that in overtime too, and they didn't.
Yeah.
How about the announcers, bro? Romo was
lost. Romo's gone to
No,
shit.
Romo was drunk.
He went to
awful.
shit. Yeah.
Romo was hammered. Did you see when they would cut to commercial? He'd start singing like,
Yeah.
No,
He
was
seemed high
lost.
or something. Yeah, he was way off all game.
Man. There's
Talking about they're gonna go for it here. This is 4 down territory.
We're like, what are you saying? Like what are
they're
you
gonna
talking
kick
about?
a field goal.
They were talking about the Niners kicking the field goal after the Kansas City turnover. I'm like, they're at the 44-yard line. They're not kicking a 61-yard field goal with a rookie kicker who just missed the fucking extra point. What are you talking about? Or
He was
missed the extra
awful.
point.
He
What are you
was
talking
awful.
about?
There was 15 seconds to go in the game, and then I started really questioning because he's like, "No, people at home, the reason they're not calling timeout is because this is like this is a brand new game right now. This
Yeah.
is
They had no idea the overtime rules. Because Bill, I thought I was right, and everyone in basement told me I was wrong. Joey Vam was here, Rackets. Joey Vam was in basement, trying to tell us the overtime rules, and I'm like, I don't think that's right. Like the game's over if the Niners score. I thought they changed that. Well, I feel like Joey threw off the whole room there, Bill, because he was, Joey. We forgot. We haven't hung out with Joey in a while. He stands on it when he's wrong. Like he owns it when he's wrong. He was so confident. We were like, all right, maybe we're wrong. But I was sitting there sweating that Niner drive like if they scored, we lose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think that's the rule, but I don't know. I'm Googling and it was, dude. And then the end of the quarter, Rackets. Who Googled it? Was it you, Bill, or someone else? Was like Constantino, who said at the end of the 15-minute mark, it's like a halftime. And I'm like, why are they not calling timeout going down here? Like, I had no idea what was going on.
I thought that's what it was too.
Romo and the announcer crew had no idea.
I might even be wrong that if the clocks would have hit 0. That's not because there's the 2-minute. It said it was fourth quarter timing rules.
Right. So what happens,
Fourth
Rackets?
Quarter timing rules is a 2-minute warning and then end of half.
Yes,
right?
yes. So what happens, Rackets, is it actually is just a quarter. So it just goes to like the second quarter. So the clock meant nothing. That's why.
So then the referees fucked up too.
And
Because the
Yes.
referees said this fourth quarter timing rules apply.
Yes.
Not the fourth quarter.
on
If all of a sudden you go to the other side.
So we went to a website on the internet that said it's a halftime at the end of the 15 minutes. Like they fucking start over and like go to a new fresh set of downs.
That's what I would have
You
thought.
had the announcers saying that the clock was about to run out. You had the refs telling us it was fourth quarter rules, and none of it was right. The clock meant nothing. So why even have the fucking clock on?
The whole San Francisco team didn't know the rules.
Why not just make it untimed overtime and just keep
Kansas City scored, put it in the touchdown.
Why isn't overtime to just play the whole fucking period?
Yeah, that's what it should be realistically. And I mean, listen, I'm happy with the way they made it, right? Because of that Josh Allen got fucked against Mahomes that year when they were going back and forth, and then fucking Mahomes went back. He never came. So at least they changed that. But Howie, what's your take on it?
No, I think it was funny because when Kansas City scored a touchdown, it was almost like Romo didn't know that they won.
He had no idea
that they won. He was like, "Wow, that was a great grab touchdown. We'll see what happens next."
Yeah, no one had any idea in the booth. Like literally, I was like, just mute it.
Yeah,
Just mute the TV because they're fucking me and Bill up. Because me and Bill are, dude. I walked in from outside, right when the Niners got the ball to start overtime. Right, Bill. I walked in and I was like, dude. Purdy throws a pick here. That play. Me and Bill are fucking like two old people jumping up and down, hugging, fucking throwing each other all over. And then the pick was dropped. No one knew the fucking rules. Dude, they didn't show the Gatorade again.
No.
Again.
No MVP.
NFL.
They didn't show the MVP ceremony.
We're getting there. They didn't show the Gatorade again. It's one of the biggest bet props in the Super Bowl. You have to show the fucking Gatorade. Or you go every fucking Super Bowl, we're all running online, writing, where's Gatorade color in the search, and it's just...
What color was it?
Purple. Someone had some information in that, because purple
Yeah,
we went
dropped
120
from
and got hammered.
450 to 125.
Yeah. And then they don't show the MVP! Rackets, me and Bill were in the same spot. Did you or Howie see them announce Mahomes as the MVP?
I turned that shit off immediately.
I never saw it.
They never did it.
Oh, they didn't. They didn't announce that.
We were sitting there like, I saw it on Twitter. Anyone in the chat see it? Because then we left and went to another channel. We came back and there was some fucking ridiculous show on.
Yeah,
right? What was that show that was on, Bill? There was some fucking...
They went right to a show after the Super Bowl.
I mean, they let them all off the stage before the MVP. I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
It was really poorly executed.
I mean, like the NFL needs to start understanding that people are betting on this shit. And
Romo was out to lunch, man. The whole game.
Romo was awful.
He was awful.
You guys didn't catch him like singing when he didn't know it was a hot mic, and he was going. You say he was
no. I don't know what he was on, but he was bad. It was not good. So overall, just glad the Niners lost. I know, Bill, you are too. Rackets. It's another season ends in disappointment for you.
Better luck next year. Rackets, you're the favorite to win next year. So.
Yeah, go. You better win it next year because then Brock Purdy's going to go get $250 million, and you're not going to be able to sign everyone, and everyone's going to leave, and then your team's going to be shit, and Purdy's going to be Zach Wilson. So you better good luck.
John Lynch does some shit with the salary cap that
he has to be cheating, right? He's got to be doing some like Donald Trump. He
does a lot of bonus stuff.
Shit.
Like bro, how they're under the cap now. Like, I understand Purdy doesn't make anything, but look at every fucking player that they have on that team. Every single position.
Didn't they sign one of their linemen to like $40 million guaranteed too, or something like that?
Trent, maybe Trent Williams.
No, I don't think it was Trent. It was someone else. But anyway, they've been taking care of people on that.
They do it all the time, and they traded Buckner a couple years ago to the Colts, but I mean. Like, he's literally the only big piece that they've gotten rid of in the last 5 years.
How about Greenlaw, dude? How much does that suck? That's an Achilles.
Greenlaw was one of the biggest. Nobody's really going to talk about it, but Greenlaw.
Oh, it's huge.
That was part of the reason why Kelsey didn't do anything in that first half. Was Greenlaw.
Second half when Greenlaw was gone. Yeah.
Dude. Bill, we were like, the lizard clone bot. They were just flipping switches on Niners. Like, all right, shut that one down. Shut the Debo bot down.
All of a sudden, Debo's hamstring goes out, and then he's fined 3 plays later.
It's like the guys are going up catching bats.
just pinning voodoo dolls or something. I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
No, they're all clones. They're all lizard clones. Right, Howie?
What's scary though, real fast, is that Kansas City's going to go out there and get a receiver or two.
What's scary is you're gonna have Burrow back next year. You're gonna have Harbaugh with the Chargers. You're gonna have a lot. You have a lot of stuff. You got Lamar coming back. You got a lot.
Don't be telling me about the Chargers.
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's a lot.
Aaron Rodgers going to lead the Jets to a Super Bowl.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be with the Jets winning the Super Bowl. Listen,
Aaron Rodgers.
this was the weakest NFL league ever this year. There's never been a time where the league was weaker or will be weaker for the foreseeable future. The NFC was a joke. The whole
NFC is going to continue to be a joke.
Probably continue to be a joke because you're leaving all these retards, in the positions that they're in. And the AFC is just going to be stacked. The AFC is going to be a gauntlet next year.
You got Anthony Richardson coming back too. Watch out for the Colts.
Watch out for everybody. You got Aaron Rodgers coming back to the Jets. Every team gets better next year. So, Antonio.
I'm pretty sure.
Literally, Bill, every team in the AFC is getting better next year.
But I'm pretty sure
all the quarterbacks are back.
Dude, hold on. Just look. You still got Josh Allen with the Bills. You still got Tua with the Dolphins. Fuck that team, like I told you a year and a half ago. The Patriots are probably still going to suck. The Jets get Aaron Rodgers back. The Baltimore Ravens are going to be there. You have Cleveland right now. Who knows what they're doing? Maybe they bring
Nick
Flacco
Chubb back.
Maybe they do something. Nick Chubb's going to be back. You got fucking the Bengals getting Burrow back. You got the Texans who are balling. You have the Colts with Anthony Richardson. You got the Jaguars and Rackets other shithead Trevor Lawrence, who I think sucks. The Broncos going into Stidham season next year. Kansas City Chiefs are going to be the Chiefs. The Raiders were great with Antonio Pierce, and Harbaugh's going to the Chargers. They're only going to get better. That's
AFC's loaded.
The whole fucking league got better, Bill.
Let's be honest, bro. It's fucking Baltimore, Kansas City, and fucking
Bengals. The Bengals.
Bengals.
The team. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's
all there is, and maybe Buffalo.
And maybe the Dolphins, and maybe the Jets with Rodgers,
maybe
and maybe CJ Stroud with another year in the Texans.
Bro, the NFC's gonna be San Francisco again.
That's a joke. They walk through.
The Rams will be there around. The Lions will be good again, and then
a minute. Green Bay, if Jordan Love takes a step and keeps doing what he's doing, be all right.
They'll lose in the playoffs. Dallas will be there again.
Yeah, you'll bet Dallas to go to the Super Bowl again.
It'll be the same teams, bro.
Yeah, and you'll bet that. Are you gonna bet the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl again?
Yes.
He does it every year, Howie. He won't change.
Suck.
It won't stop. At least he's loyal to his insanity.
Same teams over and over.
Howie Dewey.
Travis Kelce did call Andy Reid a fat fuck. I'm not.
That's awesome.
Called him a fat. He said, "Listen, you fat fuck." I'm not.
Dude, look at the chat, guys. Look at the Discord.
I'm 90%
Casey Allen just put in the Discord, the 4 deep Discord.
Fat fuck.
I think she put my face on Ice Spice.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, that's great. Go on, Howie.
No, I'm 90% sure he called Andy Reid, his coach, a fat fuck.
Why does it look like Bobby?
I don't know. We're related, so maybe. We are related. Yeah, that was bad, Howie. But as far as college basketball goes, to pivot a little bit, one college basketball bet yesterday, Northwestern money line, CMC touchdown, easy, roller coaster. And
CMC
I'm
receiving
fucking
yards too. That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy.
50
We're all
plus
all
210.
over that. Yeah, we love that. And I've been on fire in college basketball again, Howie. We're gonna fuck it. We're gonna fuck it up for the rest of the year. What, baby boy?
Yeah, today's a good day. Today's a good day. Not a lot of games, but great games. Great games.
So all right, let's talk about it a little bit.
Look, this is a weird one right off the bat. You got Lehigh plus 1.5 at Bucknell. There's some shady shit going on. Lehigh's probably going to win that game by 5-6 points.
Okay, let me just pull this up here. I'm going to need you to go first. I got to pull up my sheets, so you hit up whatever.
First game of the night. I like Lehigh. I like the underdog. Bucknell's not very good. Lehigh's lost a bunch of close games. They probably win tonight.
Okay. I am all over Texas Tech tonight, as everyone probably assumes, against Kansas on the road. Unranked team, Bill, at home against number 6 Kansas. Texas Tech favored by 3.5. I'm obviously
by the way, that line started at 1.5.
Yes, it did. It's been driven up.
And it's because Kansas's best player, McCullough, he's not playing tonight, man. They're saying, well, maybe. No, they're going to sit. And I agree. Texas Tech could thump Kansas. That could be a blowout. Yeah,
this is your best bet of the night. Like on Friday's show here, obviously everyone likes to come in here and just talk shit in the chat. The little shit talkers in the chat, Bill. You know how they are. But no one says thank you on Friday. when I was here, and I told you, here's your bankroll builder for Super Bowl. Take VCU and Nevada, and they both swept. Nothing.
There was a couple people. I saw a couple people.
Couple on Twitter, one or two.
Thank you. But then there was a lot of people just say you suck.
Yeah, you suck. Yeah, if they would have lost, that would have been the worst. But
garbage.
Yeah, fraud. Fraud's my favorite. So yeah, we're both on Texas Tech then tonight, Howie. Right? You're on Texas Tech. You just said, Joe.
100%.
What else you like tonight?
The other big game. This is a wild one, but I really like it. West Virginia's playing down at TCU. TCU's lost 2 in a row. West Virginia is not that great, but they did beat Kansas, and they did beat Texas. They're getting 12.5 points. Way too many points. I think West Virginia covers that easily.
Okay. I like it. I don't hate that one. I'm really on Texas Tech right now as my main one. And then I have a couple smaller plays that I need to wait for the line to move. So I'm going to make you guys sign up for that because we just made you a shit ton of fucking money over the last weekend. You promised us you were going to sign up if we made you all this money. So now you got to get signed up. Get the rest of my basketball plays tonight. Probably about 3 or 4 plays on the night. Texas Tech being the main one that we're going in. We'll be back here on Thursday. What are we? Thursday, Friday this week, E?
Yeah.
And then we're going next week. Yep. Next week, we're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this will be the last week of Monday, Thursday, Friday. We're going to go to Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday starting next week. The beauty of that, I've already talked to Price Wallace and Scarface. We're going to have our golf guys coming on for some segments. They've been actually slaying the earth. I talked to Matty Ice, Bill Rupp. Matty Ice is going to be coming on doing some college baseball playoffs. Starts this weekend, I believe. So we're going to have that. That's good for the Tuesday, Wednesday show. So we're going to switch up the format a little bit, and then me and Howie get to have
baseball playoffs.
Yeah, college baseball season, whatever it is. Season. That's what I meant, season. I was talking about the college basketball playoffs I was about to go to next. So now we're getting into March Madness season for us, Howie. We got a couple more weeks before we get to fucking conference tournaments and all that fun, good stuff. So we will be Tuesday and Wednesday night are the biggest college basketball nights. So we're going to be adjusting the schedule for you guys. I think Dana White's Contender Series comes back around this time, doesn't it, Bill? How long has that been gone for? When does that start?
Oh, no.
I don't know if that was the winter or I feel like that was the summer. I don't know. Either way, NASCAR is about to kick into full gear, so we'll adjust the shows for you guys.
Weekend, Daytona
7 o'clock tonight, Tommy. You got last one I'm going to say. Wake Forest is at Duke. Wake Forest is plus 240 on the money line. They probably beat Duke tonight.
You think they beat Duke in Duke?
Yes.
Oh.
Pittsburgh beat Duke in Duke.
Wow.
Who else was it? Miami. You saw that game. They lost by 1, but they got screwed on that last.
They got fucked. Fucked the ass.
Call. They had Duke beat in Duke. I think Wake Forest, who has really good guards, I think they probably get it done tonight and beat it. Look, Duke's not the Duke. Duke is.
They're not. And the refs usually cheat in the big games, like the Clemson games and things like that. Yeah, they're not cheating for Wake Forest and Pittsburgh usually.
I like Wake at plus 240. I think they come in, sneak up, and I think John Shire probably gets fired next year.
He's trash. But all right, Howie, do we have anything else?
That'll do it, man. The only thing I want to say, this is kind of funny. Did you see? This is one, and I was talking to my coaching buddies about this because they all saw it. Maryland played, what was it? I think Saturday. Might have been Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Maryland.
Rutgers?
They're playing
Wisconsin, Ohio State, Rutgers?
Ohio State, I believe. Yeah. And
red team. I know they're playing red team.
Down 2 with 7 seconds to go. And the little lefty, the only good player, what's his name? Jalen Young or whatever.
It was Rutgers, right?
No, they were playing at Ohio State.
Oh, okay, gone.
Rutgers got a new kid. Got that new kid. That's a whole different squad.
Yeah, they look different.
Yeah, the brand new player that just became eligible Saturday. But this kid Young, Jameer Young, goes around his guy, has 1 step to take with an uncontested layup, and Kevin Willard calls timeout. Kevin Willard called timeout.
These coaches have done this a lot this year, Howie.
Team turned around, looked at him like, "What are you doing?"
Dude.
Now they got to take the ball out. Defense gets it set up. That game was done.
Yeah. I mean, they've been doing that a lot this year. Rutgers played Wisconsin this weekend. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Red.
They beat this new kid.
They beat the snot out of Wisconsin.
Well, they started a new kid that he just became eligible. And why the NCAA is there's kids you really got to watch now because there's kids becoming eligible now this late in the season. It's mind-blowing. Mm-hmm. But this changes the whole dynamic of Rutgers' squad.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now, Howie Dewey. The Big Ten cheat code is back. Because if you listen, I'm going back right now. I've been noticing it. So this is since last Sunday in the Illinois game where they won at home. Okay. Here's the home teams in the Big Ten. And we know this has been a cheat. It's every day. Every day. Michigan beat ranked Nebraska by 4. Northwestern wallops Nebraska, who we love taking. Penn State beats Iowa at home. Saturday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home Big Ten teams, 5 home Big Ten wins. Sunday, Northwestern wins at home. And yesterday, Howie, Iowa comes back from down 100 to get the dub at home.
Yeah.
Get ready, guys. Get ready.
Yeah.
The Big Ten cheat code is back. So we will be slamming money line Big Ten.
It is. And if you look at that conference, there's maybe 4 that should get into the tournament.
Yeah, it's not even good this year. So the home thing is even better.
Such a shit conference, but you can make money now.
Yeah, it's back. It was a little flaky a little early on. Now we're back. Big Ten home cheating is back. All right, Howie, do we love you, brother?
Howie, Hoffman said that don't bet against Duke. You haven't beat them all season at home, and they're going to win tonight.
He tells you. He thinks me and you
beat Duke at Duke.
Oh, he thinks me and you haven't beat Duke. Me and you. I've been terrible with Duke.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna say Wake beats him tonight.
All right, I'm staying off it. Duke's kicked my ass enough this year. I'll bet him in a game they should have lost, and then they'll go lose to Pitt the next day. So I'm fine. I can't get Duke right this year. I'm gonna leave you on the island, Howie. All right, brother. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Later. All right, Silly Billy Rupp. Let's go over to the association.
Well, a lot of the trades are done. So season's, all-star break coming up. Tonight, if everybody's playing, I'm on Denver over Milwaukee. Milwaukee's just not as good as Denver. Denver's the best team in the league. Let's be serious. Milwaukee's just not good. They're good.
You're wrong. You said the same thing about the Chiefs week 8. So,
all right, let's see. So I'm on Denver tonight. And Hoffman and I are both on the Warriors. -1.
You like the Warriors now, don't you?
Well, they're playing great.
I mean, listen, Bill, you got to stop being month to month. You gotta. You gotta. You can't. You can't.
You bet on teams. This is how gambling goes, homie.
I know what you're betting on.
So like when you just bet against Duke all the time,
I stopped. I learned my lesson.
Okay, well, when teams are good, you bet on them. When teams are bad, you don't bet on them.
I do the opposite, actually. I play regression betting, so I do the opposite technically. But what I will say is you got to stop. How many times are you going to declare teams champions or dead and then change your mind back?
When did I say anything about...
You just told me Milwaukee's done. You just told me Milwaukee's
I did not say Milwaukee is done. I said Milwaukee is not good, Tommy.
You just said a month ago that Golden State was not good.
And I still have to understand that I still don't think the Warriors are good.
Right, but you
They're
have
just
to
playing well right now.
Dude, championship caliber teams, when they go through that low, rise.
I'm not betting futures, dude. I'm betting on teams that are hot right now.
I'm not talking about your day's bets. I don't care about your bets today. I'm talking about you.
First of all, I never said the Warriors are good again. I said they're good right now. This is
Rackets.
Right now.
I want you to remember this, Rackets. Bill will be talking about the Rackets having a chance to win the championship in 3 weeks.
Oh, what?
Bill will be talking about the Warriors having a chance to win the championship in 3 weeks.
I already told you the other day when
It'll come out of his mouth.
When I showed you the highlight of Steph hitting that game-winning 3 against the Suns.
That was insane.
All the Lakers and the Warriors have to do is get in those final 2 spots because OKC and the T-Wolves don't scare me if they're 1 or 2. Both of those teams could get knocked out by the Lakers and the Warriors. That's exactly what I said.
Denver will be in the finals playing the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, how do I bet that?
Milwaukee will not be in the finals, so I'll bet on that right now.
We already have a bet. We have $1,000 bet on
right now.
We have $1,000 bet on Knicks Bucks. That's all I need on that.
Right now, Milwaukee will not be in the finals.
Okay, give me the odds of plus fucking 300.
No, you said it. No, right now.
I put my money where my mouth is on Knicks Bucks. I'm going right now to bet
right now.
NBA Finals exact matchup. Milwaukee Bucks versus Denver Nuggets plus 850. So you want to give me 850 and I'll fucking make you bet with you. Then shut up.
I don't think Milwaukee's going to be there. Why would I give you 850?
Because in gambling, Bill, we take the best lines that are available to us.
You don't want to be you want to be a pussy or a chicken. What?
Be a pussy or a chicken. You call me Yeller? Are you calling me Yeller?
You're a clown.
I ain't Yeller.
So Denver.
Evan, throw that in. Bucks, Nugs, plus 850. It's happening, and Tommy G will be the basketball Jesus again.
Denver and the Warriors tonight. Denver's minus 118. Warriors are minus 110. Those are the two bets that I'm taking. If everyone's playing, guys. If they're not playing, then you just don't bet.
You're fucked, yeah.
So.
Warriors, come out and play.
And this weekend is Daytona 500.
We'll talk about that on this weekend, Friday. Bill, Devils playing at home today.
That's on that.
Devils playing at home. You haven't been on the Devils bandwagon today.
Devils are ass. That's
Oh, yeah, you haven't talked about them all year.
because they're bad. Just because I like the team doesn't mean I have to bet them. Because they're shitty, I'm going to bet
I'm
them.
not talking about betting. I'm saying you haven't talked about them all year.
Because they're not good.
Oh, you just
What to
abandon
talk
your
about
team?
a shitty team?
What are you, Rackets? You just switch hats based on what team's good and bad?
We don't talk about shitty teams like the Jets.
I talk about my shitty teams all the time, no matter what, because I'm a champion.
Shitty.
I'm loyal.
They're shitty.
I'm loyal. Rackets, we got a Beeble Bop anywhere here? What do we got on the NBA or in college?
No, my internet's tweaking out, actually. I can't even get on DraftKings right now.
Mr. My Internet's the best.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say
Friday.
it. I was hoping you weren't going to say anything.
Friday, you
Mr. I
fucking
got a
telling
new
us I live
internet.
up higher than Evan, and my internet never goes out.
I'm surprised I'm not off of Zoom right now, honestly. I can't get on DraftKings.
I'm
I
surprised
got
you
a
came
new
on this
one.
Zoom. I didn't think you were showing up.
I got a new internet. It's so good.
No, it's not very good right now.
I'm gonna give you I'll give you a couple of hockey plays here. Only 4 games tonight. Bills Devils, which you won't hear much about unless they get good again. Minus 150 to open, down to minus 135. 70% of the public on the Devils. Let's go Kraken plus 125 on that one. And we're going to also take another road team. I don't want to bet this, guys, like at all. Let me look at something here. I really don't want to bet this, but I'm going to have to because the line's so fucked up. Rackets will be able to confirm that this is weird. The Wild are 10-12 on the road. The Golden Knights are 19-5 at home and just ended the fucking Edmonton Oilers fucking 400-game winning streak a week ago. The Knights line opened at minus 160, which I thought was weird for a team that's 19-5 at home, second half of the season, Stanley Cup champs. That line was low to begin with. Now, Rackets, 75% of the money is on the Golden Knights at home tonight, and the line
82%.
dropped from 160 to 140.
I see 82%. Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone and their mother's pounding what was already a bad line at 160 down to 140. I gotta go Wild. I have to. The whole world is on the Kraken, on the Knights. So we're gonna go Wild plus 125, Kraken plus 125. Let's see how it fucking goes. You got anything there, Rackets?
No.
The only reason I kicked back to you was because you sounded like your thing came up.
No, I did. The 1.5 for the Wild, but
yeah, that line's weird. It looks like free money on the Knights tonight. That whenever I see free money, I go the other way. So
yeah, 1.5 on the Wild. I'm sure it's expensive though.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you could probably do 1.5 on both those games, parlay 'em. What else we got here, E-Money?
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Nothing else. All right, so we're gonna start mixing in some of the rest of the crew. Now that football season's over, I am happy football season's over. I get excited this time of year. I need a fucking break from doing shows, and fucking all this kind of shit. We got to calm down a little bit. Right, nice little fucking winning streak that we ride every February right into March Madness, where we skull fuck the universe. 50% off the next 2 months at 4 Deep. This is the time. Golf, NASCAR, UFC, college basketball, NBA, NHL, tennis, all of it here, 50% off. This is March. You're pretty much guaranteed 100 units over the next fucking 2 months. You're pretty much guaranteed. And we made you enough money over the last fucking 5 days. It should be free for you anyway. Go to 4deep.com. No promo code needed. Buy the 2-month package. Fuck with us till April. And Rackets has got to be getting excited because that MLB pitcher catcher moment's coming. How far out are we from that?
3 days.
Right? It's coming. It's this week, right?
Yeah, it's like right Valentine's Day or something.
Woo! It's gonna be a fun one.
Season starts early this year, March 30th.
Yeah, it does.
They're
Starts in
20th
March.
or something.
Yeah, that's good. This is March, so you'll get the first 2 weeks of baseball in that package too for the 2 month. Joey Rackets, final words.
Rigged.
Bill Rupp, final words. Look at Evan. It's like
Rupp and Rackets 5:30 in the Discord.
Evan Hand.
Rigged.
Rigged. Double rigged.
Yes.
Double rigged. Double rigged. 4. Bill Rupp, Joey Rackets, Howie, Dewey, and Evan Hand. I am Tommy Swift, bringing you more money from conspiracy bets than anyone on the internet. Thank you, NFL script writers. Thank you, Swifties. Thank you, millennials. Thank you, Gen Z-tards. Like fucking Evan. I don't know if he's a millennial or Gen Z-tard, probably a combination of both. But we're rich, bitch. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!